Today I'm back in Zimbabwe and we're going to talk about the one and only pioneer of electric mbira music, Thomas Mapfumo, or some people like to call him Mukanya, which means the lion, which is his totem, and we can talk about those another time. I want to do this in 3 parts. Today I want to talk about his early days, and then I want to talk about his middle days, then I want to talk about currently because he's very much still alive. So let's rewind it. Thomas Mapfumo was born in 1945 in Marondera, Zimbabwe, and during this time he listened to a lot of Zimbabwean cultural music. He listened to a lot of drums, ngoma, he listened to mbira, and he also listened to hosho. And then during his teenage years, him and his family moved to Harare, in an area called Mbare, and that's where he picked up a lot of urban music that was on at the time, which was jazz, funk, and he started to infuse that into his cultural music that he had grown up listening to. And from there, with the help of Jonas Tole and Joshua Dube, they actually started creating that mbira sound, making it into an electric sound. When we talk about Thomas Mapfumo, most of his music is in Shona. In fact, 99.999%, because he wanted to express his feelings towards colonial rule, and later on started critiquing the corruption and everything else that was going on in Zimbabwe. And we'll talk about what happened to him later after he started doing a lot in his music. It was great because it was anti-colonial, and then it started critiquing the powers that be, and it got a little bit tricky. So first off, we're gonna start with a song called Hokoyo, which means warning, be warned, be careful. And that was his first breakout individual song on his own from a 1976 album called Hokoyo. Let's get into it. So that's a brief intro into his music, his first song as an individual, and I think that you guys can hear that jazz fusion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so the next song I'm going to play is from an album called Zimbabwe Zambia, and don't forget that Zanla, Zipra, we were all fighting along the same border, so that sentiment of war, Chimurenga, traveled deep as well. Okay, I'm just gonna translate.